You know, Ascot was new to us, and we took him there. He was there for about 3 weeks, and he trained really well. He liked it there. The race didn't suit him because he was looking for a turn. Frankie Dettori got off him and said he was running. He was trying to get to him. He thought he was as good as him, but he just was looking for a turn, and you know, he didn't run his race, and still got beat 4 lengths. So, you know, we were a little disappointed, but we understood. We tried something new, and the trip back was a little tedious because it took a lot out of him because he had to go on a van 12 hours to Amsterdam and then get on a plane to Chicago and then go to Churchill and then come back to me at Gulfstream. So it took a little while, and he lost some weight and everything, but he's back now. We gave him, it took 3 months. That was the plan, though, off of that race, this 3-race series, and that was before we knew about the bonus. That was what I mapped out for him. And he's doing everything well. He's come back to it just the way I wanted. It's been 3 months, and he's got his weight back. He's got his coat back. He feels really good.
Well, one thing about here, he'll get a turn.
Yes, that's it went from one extreme to the other, like a straight race to, I'm not sure the race. I'm going to go out there and look, but it looks like they kind of break on the turn, and the whole race, a half a mile of it is a turn. So he's going to get plenty of turn. So that's okay. You know, he handles tracks. He doesn't need his track to go with him. As far as turf courses, it's soft or hard, or the Gulfstream surface, and the Pimlico surface was so wet that day. And I mean, he handles just about anything. He handled Royal Ascot, and just again was one of the. He would have been better off if they had a little turn to go around.
His race at Keeneland, I mean, that was a nice field of horses, and he was
tough field. Yeah. Wesley's horse, Bound for Nowhere, that's a good horse. And I had my binoculars focused on him, so I'm the only one that saw him stumble. When he stumbled and went to his head, I was, oh Lord, this can't be happening. And he recovered. Paco didn't panic. It's a nerve out. And Paco just let him settle, and he got himself together, and he ran a very big race that day. I always knew he had the tools to be a good horse, but he proved it that day to everybody.
You were talking about mapping out this 3-race series. What was it about the Kentucky Downs race? Was it the timing? Was it the 700,000? Was it the winning you're in for the Breeders' Cup?
You know, it was more the timing, because they had the Troy at Saratoga, and that would have been back in 2 months, and he just wouldn't have been ready for that. And it was more the 3 months, and it was, like I said, it was before the bonus. I didn't know about the bonus when I mapped it out. And I just thought that he could run in this race, and then Keeneland's race, and then the Breeders' Cup, which would be a nice 3-race series after going to Royal Ascot. So we're not running for 700. We're only running for 5 because he's a Florida bred. And, so it wasn't even the 700. It was just, and the winning you're in is a little intriguing because, it does cover a lot of expenses as far as the shipping and, pay you're in and all that. So, it's a good 3-race series. It's good to be in. I'm hoping that after the race tomorrow, we're the only one eligible for the bonus.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that after you noped out the 3-race series and then you found out about it, what were you thinking? It was a nice and added incentive. And again, it's not why we mapped it out. The guys let me just figure out what I wanted to do, and this is what I came up with, and it just seemed to be, the best timing for him from Royal Ascot, and mapped out a month from now from Keeneland, and then a month later is, Santa Anita. Hopefully we get there, and we show Make of the field, we've got the Troy winner, Leinster, who was, and
it's like
and of course
the whole
champion.
The family's picking on me here. They're brothers, those 2 horses. Yeah,
yes.
I saw that when I was handicapping it. When I pulled it up, I was like, wait, they're out of the same mare, these 2. But it's a tough field between Trombetta's horse. I think is going to be very competitive, and then Rusty's horse, and of course Stormy Liberals. He's a champion. So I think it's 4 very tough horses in the race, me being one, and those 3.